What happens to your body? When you give up intimacy after 60, before we dive in, smash that like button, share this video with anyone over 60 who needs to hear this, subscribe to stay young and powerful, and comment below. Do you think intimacy is essential for healthy aging? Yes or no? What if I told you that giving up intimacy after 60 doesn't just affect your emotions? It could secretly ignite a chain reaction that weakens your heart, clouds your mind, shatters your immune defenses, and traps you inside a body that feels more like a prison than a home? Not years from now, but much, much sooner. And once the damage begins, reversing it becomes a brutal uphill battle, almost impossible to win. I once met Mr. Thompson, a 74-year-old man who appeared to have aged overnight. The truth was, he hadn't faced some sudden disaster. Instead, his decline was slow, stealthy, and tragically preventable. What he abandoned wasn't his diet, his exercise, or his medications. It was intimacy, the very force that could have kept him vibrant and alive. Today, you'll discover 7 devastating dangers that secretly unfold when you let intimacy slip away after 60, and how staying connected could be your strongest weapon against the brutal onslaught of aging. Stay until the end. Danger number 7 might shock you enough to rethink everything you thought you knew about growing old. Emotional devastation, anxiety, loneliness, and silent despair. Quickly before we go deeper, if you care about living a strong, independent life after 60, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Stay connected. If you believe intimacy matters, you might think withdrawing from intimacy is harmless, a natural part of aging. Wrong. Science shows that losing close, affectionate touch triggers a devastating emotional fallout. When intimacy fades, oxytocin, the bonding hormone, plummets. Without it, anxiety sneaks into your heart like a thief. You might feel restless without knowing why, withdraw from friends, or sense a creeping emptiness at night. A 2021 Harvard study found that social isolation increases mortality risk by 29%, comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It's not just loneliness, it's a silent killer. Anxiety, depression, even heart disease become far more likely when you cut off intimate ties. Real example, I treated a woman named Elaine, 68, who insisted she was fine after her husband passed. Within a year, she battled relentless insomnia, panic attacks, and depression. When we reintroduced social and affectionate contact into her life, even just holding hands with friends, her emotional resilience began to rebound. Key takeaway: touch isn't a luxury, it's emotional survival. Heart health crumbles without intimacy. Before I share this heartbreaking truth about your heart, take a second, hit the like button, share, and comment. Protect my heart if you want to keep thriving at any age. Now let's shatter a deadly myth. Stopping sexual intimacy weakens your heart dramatically. Research from the American Journal of Cardiology shows that sexually active seniors have lower rates of high blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and cardiac events. Why? Intimacy boosts circulation, strengthens blood vessels, and floods the body with endorphins that calm the cardiovascular system. True story, Mr. Sanchez, a 67-year-old patient of mine, was active and healthy until he distanced himself from physical affection after his divorce. In just 2 years, he developed hypertension and suffered a minor stroke. Silent danger. You won't feel the damage immediately. You'll simply tire faster, feel weaker, accept a slower heartbeat as just aging. In reality, your heart is quietly losing its strength, much faster than it should. Movement slows, muscles fade, independence cracks. Quick reminder, your like, share, and subscribe keeps this life-saving information spreading. Comment. Stay strong. If you want to keep moving with power after 60, physical decline doesn't start with disease. It often begins with lost touch. Scientific insight. Physical intimacy stimulates proprioception, the body's sense of balance and movement. When that stimulation vanishes, your muscles weaken faster, your joints stiffen, and coordination plummets. Example: Harold, 72, was once a vibrant golfer. After losing his wife and isolating himself, his energy drained. He couldn't even walk 9 holes anymore without exhaustion. Doctors found no new disease. It was pure muscular and neurological deterioration due to inactivity and touch deprivation. A shocking 2022 study from Johns Hopkins confirms that seniors without affectionate contact have a 48% higher risk of debilitating falls within 5 years. Bottom line, stopping intimacy is like handing your strength over to aging without a fight. Memory and cognitive sharpness fade into darkness. If staying mentally sharp matters to you, slam that like button now, share, subscribe, and comment. Stay sharp to show you're serious about protecting your mind. Now, what if forgetting your keys or feeling foggy wasn't just normal aging? What if it was a lack of emotional and physical connection, literally starving your brain? Scientific proof. A study in neurobiology of aging showed that affectionate physical interaction releases dopamine and BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, crucial for memory, learning, and neuroplasticity. Without these chemical surges, your neurons shrink, synapses weaken, and cognitive decline speeds up. Real-world Mrs. Green, 70, complained of mental blank spots. We found no Alzheimer's pathology but devastating social isolation. After reintroducing affectionate interactions through therapy dogs, social groups, and family hugs, her memory scores dramatically improved within a year. Your immune system collapses. Quietly protect your health. Like this video, share with a friend, subscribe to stay strong, and comment boost immunity. If you believe intimacy is a powerful medicine, you might not notice at first. A sniffle here, a longer recovery from a cold. But behind the scenes, your immune defenses are collapsing without touch. Medical insight. Research from Carnegie Mellon University shows that people receiving regular hugs had 32% lower risk of catching colds, even when exposed to viruses. When you experience affectionate touch, your body releases oxytocin and suppresses inflammatory cytokines. Without it, chronic inflammation smolders quietly, sabotaging your immune system. Example: Robert, a 73-year-old retired teacher, went from barely getting sick to battling pneumonia twice in 18 months after isolating himself following his wife's death. Hard truth: without intimacy, your body's army weakens. You become an easy target for infections that once barely fazed you. Your sleep shatters, and so does your energy. Want better sleep and more energy? Smash that like, share this important info, subscribe, and comment. Better sleep to get your nights back. Sleep deprivation is one of the sneakiest killers of health over 60. Surprising study. The National Sleep Foundation reports that affectionate physical contact before sleep increases deep restorative sleep by 23%. Without it, cortisol levels stay elevated, meaning shallow, broken sleep that leaves you exhausted even after 8 hours in bed. Example: Eleanor, a 69-year-old widow, suffered terrible insomnia. Sleep medications failed, but after incorporating cuddling sessions with her grandchildren and later with a pet, her sleep improved dramatically without drugs. Your sense of purpose and joy disappear. Almost there. If you value joy and purpose in your life, like this, share with someone you love. Subscribe to keep your spirit strong, and comment, stay joyful, right now. When intimacy fades, life often feels smaller, grayer, pointless. It's not just mood, it's biochemical. Scientific fact: sexual and emotional closeness triggers the release of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, the brain's happiness triad. Without them, depression becomes twice as likely, according to the Mayo Clinic. Case in point, Mr. Lewis, a once lively 75-year-old, described life post-intimacy as living underwater. Only when he reconnected emotionally through senior support groups and a new relationship did his zest for life return. Conclusion: intimacy is a lifeline, not a luxury. Final reminder: smash like, share, subscribe, and comment. Never give up intimacy to promise yourself a fuller, stronger life. Giving up intimacy after 60 isn't harmless. It isn't natural. It's a silent surrender to faster aging, a direct attack on your heart, your mind, your immunity, your movement, your energy, and your very soul. The 7 dangers we revealed today are not distant threats. They are immediate, powerful, and devastating if left unchecked. Summary: emotional isolation poisons your spirit. Your heart quietly crumbles. Your strength drains away. Your brain dims. Your immune system collapses. Your sleep shatters. Your sense of joy and purpose vanishes. But the good news? It's never too late to reclaim intimacy through relationships, touch, connection, affection, and purpose. Stay connected, stay alive, stay powerful.